Well, if you're pregnant or plan on getting pregnant, you need to know your rights in the workplace. Lawmakers are proposing new legislation that could be a game changer for some workers. Attorney Jim Higgins recently sat down with Christy Hafner to talk about what this could mean for moms-to-be. Take a look.
Well, Jim, thank you so much for being with us today.
Sure.
Now, we are talking about a new law that is aimed at helping protect pregnant women. Talk to me about that.
Well, it's a law that's going through Congress right now in Washington, and it's out there to kind of fill a gap that we have in the Pregnancy Discrimination Act. There's already an act that we have in existence, but one of the problems is it says, hey, if you are out to have a child, or if you need to be off work, you can take off work and you get a certain amount of time for that, and that the employer can't discriminate for you. Where the gap is when an employer doesn't let you have what we call a reasonable accommodation. So in other words, if your doctor says, hey, just cut back on the hours a little bit, or you need to carry water at work, and there was actually a case where that happened and the employer wouldn't allow them to do it.
Oh,
These,
wow.
Just little things, but if it's a reasonable accommodation and it doesn't interfere with your employment, then the law is going to say, hey, you need to just help these women with this, get them through this pregnancy, have a healthy pregnancy, protect their jobs, so after they have the baby, they can come back to the workforce and they don't have to worry about their employer treating them differently because of the pregnancy.
Now, what if someone feels that they are being discriminated against at work because they are pregnant?
Well, you know, the best thing to do, I think, in a case like that is truly you need to call an office like our office that does employment law, because there's really a multitude of laws that can apply. You are going to have the Pregnancy Discrimination Act that is around and one that may come around. The ADA, which is the Americans with Disabilities Act, we have that a lot of time applies to some of our clients who've been pregnant, for instance, if they develop diabetes or something like that, it will kick in. And there's also the Family Medical Leave Act, which will allow someone up to 12 weeks of unpaid leave to protect their job. So if you think that there's a problem developing at work, what I would probably do is call someone first and talk to us. There are some employers it applies to, some it doesn't. So we don't mind people calling in. We can let you know what your rights are, let you know if there is a problem. You know, sometimes we talk with people and unfortunately the answer is, hey, you know, I'm sorry because your employer is so small, there's not a lot of protections for you. So I think that's just as important for someone to know. Then they don't go into their boss, create a big stink when they don't have any rights. However, on that flip side, if someone is being discriminated against because they're pregnant or because of disability, then call us and we can usually put together a plan of how we can move forward and protect their job and protect their income. And it's just so important right now with the economy the way it is.
All right, well, thank you, Jim. We appreciate the information.
All right, thank you.
The Higgins Firm is serving Tennessee. Give them a call at 615-353-0930. Again, their number is 353-0930. For more information and a link to their website, higginsfirm.com, go to betternashville.com.